Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I'm back for the PM edition of Tea Time with EXMGTOO from IronX.com. My name is John Curtis Pender, and I'm the hostess with the mostest tonight. Still wearing my stinky, dirty Karma shirt that I wore today to the gym. Still got my hair working up there. Got to have a haircut for long. With that being said, let me get the promos out the way. Wesley Severa's Iron Addict's Way of Change. Wes's Bestest has posted us from over the years at IronX.com. Coming up on his 1 year anniversary in a few weeks here. Iron X Principles Fat Loss. If you want abs like that, get the book. The links are at the bottom of the page down there. And also, I'm available for online training. Tell you what, guys, it's not free, but it's very reasonable. It costs you about $1 a day to hire me. $1 and a couple cents, depending on how you do it. So, with that being said, we got all that out the way. Show ran long today. I had to cut it off after 4 sessions, and I think I forgot to save the last session. Can you hear me, Matt? You retard. First of all, guys, Tristan should be on the show in a few minutes, hopefully. Yeah, it will be nice. It will be nice. I got to tell you about something. Well, I'll tell you about it later. I might tell you during the show. Since I like talking about bowel movement, we'll talk about it later. But look, Kristen's not on the show yet. Not Tristan Kennedy from England. Tristan Bull from wherever he lives at, Nebraska. A few weeks ago, he went in the gym to pull 315. I think there had been a PR for him, and he missed it. He was so sad. So he PMs me today, and I've been running through a little 3 or 4 week cycle, waving his reps and all that. So he goes in today, and I said, "You going today and pull 315? It feels okay. You know, try 325. Text me back." So he texted me back. He said, "Oh, by the way, I pulled 315, and then I pulled 355." So he went there and hit a 40-pound PR 3 weeks after he missed 315 and went back in tonight and hit it. So I teared up. Had to call him, congratulate him, pat him on the back. So hopefully my man Tristan will be on the show tonight, so everybody can slap him up in the nuggets and give him high fives and stuff. Great job on him. Hit the 40-pound PR. Sweet. I know. Look, I thought it was a typo. You know, I was expecting to text him back and say he got 325 or something. He comes back and he went from 315 to 355. David, you might be able to do well, my son. There's no telling what can happen. So anyway, we'll get you there. And I talked to Dr. Enlow worked out with me today, my chiropractor, and I told him what your chiropractor had done to you, and he just shook his head. So he said you need to find a good chiropractor. That's what he said. So, but he reiterated about the foam roller and the stuff that I'm helping you with, and I think he wants me to go in business with him now. So I've got several clients that got similar problems to you. They've all made great progress with their postures and stuff. So the stuff works, man. But right now, our number one focus with you is getting your posture straightened out, and then we'll worry about getting you big and strong later. But first things first, man. It's like I tell you guys, hey, we live to enhance the happiness of our regular lives. This stuff is just to make you a better person all the way around. So I don't want you to be big and strong and be walking around like you're 80 years old when you're 30. So we're going to get your posture straightened out first, my man. Foam roller, yep. Your guy is retarded. He didn't say that because he would never criticize another doctor or chiropractor, but he just shook his head when I told him what he did to you. Yeah. And Randall, I love you, dude. Seriously. You keep it real, man. You keep it so real for me. All right, then. So, got a few guys on the show today. We talked about anything and everything. I think we talked about food and bowel movements and sex and weightlifting and nutrition and sumo wrestlers and the fact that Randall, Jason, John, Henderson, Caesar was getting stale, had staleness in his routine now. So you gotta get him unstale. Michael Cartinian, I told you that was him in the video. Do you remember me when you told him my name? Good. That makes me feel real good. So yeah, he's the top 165 or 181er in the world right now, or he has been. So yeah, me and him have been out and had a few good times together and stuff. He's pretty funny. I didn't know if he'd remember my last name or not. Yeah, he's a stump. He's about 5'5", about 200 pounds. That guy eats more than anyone I've ever met. I mean, he'd probably give Michael Phelps a run for his money. We would go out and eat, and it was just I mean, he was on 67,000 calories a day when he's training. He probably still is, but me and Cal used to give him hell. Yeah, the guy, he's one of the top lifters in the world. So any help you can get from him, by far, take it. Man, he's the real deal, and he's a nice guy too. He's not stuck up and arrogant. Matter of fact, there's very few people in powerlifting like that, but he's generally one of the nice guys in the sport. So anytime if you get a chance to work out with a man, go for it, dude. Go for it. Need to get him over to the website. I think he was over at Team Sniffy for a little while. So anyway, all right. Justin, thank you for your help last night, my man. Computer's running great. The odd thing is now Blog TV, the chat box doesn't work in Chrome. I had to go to Internet Explorer, so I guess that Flash player that was disabled or whatever was for Blog TV. Actually, I needed to have it on there, but that's fine. Internet Explorer is working fine for this show right here. If you're listening to me, Justin. All right, then. Yeah, Matt, he's a nice guy, man. He's a really nice guy. It's not a big deal, but it's working on Internet Explorer. So anyway, but once again, man, thank you for all your help. For you guys don't know, Justin did a remote access on my little PC my laptop last night here at IronX Central, and got my mess straightened out for me, so the board can keep running efficiently. So, not that anything happens from here. I just sit around here all day and play spades and solitaire. So anyway, but thank you for your help, Justin. Big help, man. Mad prop. When you come to Myrtle Beach, I'm taking you out for seafood, and we're gonna go pull some deads. How about that? Da-da-da-da-da. LG, Leon, thanks for the pictures. We're going to get that done for you. You and Charlie Murphy. And Leon lives in Brooklyn, and Justin lives in Manhattan. And I had you guys, your friends, Paul and y'all, mixed up last night. So, Justin, that's the guy I was trying to tell you about, and I thought y'all knew each other, but you don't. But you're like neighbors. So, y'all shake hands, give each other a big hug, kiss them on the ear, and be neighbors. How about that? All right, then. Yeah, I'm going to get that done for you. If I don't do it tonight, next time I log on, I'll do that for you. Well, Matthew, where do I start when I'm looking to buy powerlifting gear, Jonathan? First of all, it depends on, if you're going to go single ply or whatever. I would do a couple of raw meets before I jumped in some single ply gear. But with that being said, you might want to tap Michael on the shoulder and see what he said, because he's sponsored by everybody in the world. He might be able to get you some used equipment free. And to be honest with you, you might be better off getting you some used stuff free to start with. First thing you want to get is a set of briefs and start squatting and pulling them briefs, and that's where you start at. Set of knee wrap and some briefs, and a good quality belt. But check with Michael or Sean, and Sean works out there. Sean knows me too. He's an extremely nice guy too. He's a stump as well. He's the top 198er in the world. And I think he totaled like 2,500 as a 198 or something. He trains there too. Might behoove you, young Matthew, to wander up there one Saturday when those guys are up there training and just hang out and watch. You may learn a thing or two. That's top of the food chain right there, Michael and Sean. And I don't know who else trains up there. I know they've had some top lifters in the world up there, and I know they got that. I can't remember the guy's name, the bencher up there too, the 181 bencher, David. Yeah, can't remember his last name because I'm retarded. Yeah. Don't lay out of work one day or change your schedule. Make it happen, dude. I don't want excuses. I want results. Is what I want. All righty then. What you guys got for me? I still got the same shirt, same microphone, same cut, same attitude. Went to the gym today and smoked Dr. Enlow on some upper body stuff. We got done. We were posing. We took our shirts off and posed in the mirror because he competes in bodybuilding. He still want me to do a show. I got to admit, I look good after I work out. He was working me on my posing a little bit today. This stuff sucks. That being said, what you guys got, man? Everybody don't jump in at one time now. I want you to know I passed up ice cream to do the show tonight. Christina and the boys are over there eating ice cream right now. And they got this new flavor over there. It's called rum raisin. And I had me some last night. I got me 3 scoops last night. 1 scoop of rum raisin, 1 scoop of pistachio, and 1 scoop of cherry amaretto. So he recommended when the bar gets to my knees on a pull to start looking up towards the center. Some guys look up, some guys don't. That's totally up to you. You can try it out, Matthew. The biggest thing about once the bar gets to your hips, you got to push your hip. Once your bar gets to your knees, push your hips forward. A lot of the top lifters look up, a lot of them don't. But you know, something you can try and see if it works for. Me and Kyle didn't look up. I know Michael looks up, and I think he's a 700 puller, if I'm not mistaken. And but that's the way those guys from Big Iron pulled out. They look up. Becca looked up, and I don't think she's there anymore. But that's the way they pull over there. That's the way Rick taught those guys to pull. So, but give it a try, man. And see. Yeah, David, I'm going to do one. I just, there's one coming up here in September, October, and I got the meet coming up in November, and I got to, even though I got the all-time world record, I got to rectify myself. I'm missing that 700 pull. That's why I went to that meet. I wanted to pull 700 at the meet raw, and I'm a little disappointed in myself. I think if I'd have went for the 700 on my second attempt, if I had missed it on my second, because you saw I dropped the bar immediately once I realized I was out of position, I would have had another attempt to try it. So come November 5th, fellas, Sumo Stance was going to pull 700 in North Myrtle Beach at the Aquatic Center in SPF, and I will break and reset my all-time world record. And if I don't, it won't be because I didn't try. How about that? With that being said, I will do it sometime. All right. Oh, right. You have another meet. Did you ever end up making that video about what you do in your rope circuit? No, I didn't, and I was there today, but I forgot to take my camera. That's what I forgot to do today. Forgot to take my camera, but I'll get it done. I'll do the rope circuit again Monday or Tuesday, and I'll get it done. I might go. I'm going in Saturday for deads. If I get it a little early and someone's there, I'll get someone to do it. Just so you guys can see what I do. It takes 90 seconds to do one circuit, and it feels really good on your shoulders. And it'll smoke your forearms and stuff. Look like Popeye when I got done doing it. Popeye. Look at there. All right. All right, we'll do. To train for hook grip, would it be easier to just hit my thumbs with a hammer till they are numb? Might be easier to hit yourself in the head until it's numb. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, whatever it takes. Look, just do it. Everybody makes a big deal about it. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got that and blood behind both thumbnails. It sucks. But the thing is, where you're at right now in that, I don't know what you're pulling, 300 to 400 range somewhere. Now's the time to get used to it instead of waiting till you're 700 puller to start getting used to it. So it sucks. Even now, my thumbs are pretty numb right now. But when I go in and pull Saturday, the first couple of pulls will be a little rough on it. And after you pull 4 or 5 singles, it starts beating them up a little bit too. Um, with the weight you're pulling right now, like Tristan, not Tristan Bull, but Tristan Kennedy from England. First time he did it, it didn't bother him. It just depends, man. Some people it doesn't bother, and some people just can't get used to it. And there's only one way to find out. The easiest way to get used to it is do static double overhead holds using your hook grip. You just hold it as long as you can. Do 2 sets like that, maybe 225, and then the next week go 275, and the next week go 315. Just keep working it like that, and do all your warm-ups hook grip. And anytime you're pulling singles, do hook grips, or when you're doing your speed work, pull hook grips, that kind of stuff. So you get it, Matthew. The key to the hook grip is taking regular dumps, and you're in that ballpark now. I actually had one of my guys I talked to today on the phone, and I can't believe this is still happening, but he was taking like 2 dumps a week, so I told him about you, Matthew. Sir leans a lot, stands crooked, and don't dump very often. And so that's something he was having a little trouble shedding some body fat and feeling a little lethargic, and now we know why. So he's wanting to change up his diet and stuff. I said, well, let's get you pooping on a regular basis first. You guys need to be taking about 2 or 3 dumps a day, at least one healthy one. But if you guys are having painful bowel movements and all that kind of good stuff, and I know you guys don't want to talk about poo-poo, but it's important that you guys go to the bathroom. There it is. I notice when you get a lot of comments about the poop. Everybody raise your hand if you're taking 2 to 3 dumps a day. Trying to be like Jason Randall John Caesar. Everybody put their hands up if you're taking 2 to 3 dumps a day. If you're not, walk around in shame and go to Walmart and get some colon cleanse and some milled flaxseed and get some fiber in your diet. It's important. Garbage in, garbage out. If the garbage ain't, it's like a car. If you put a potato in the tailpipe, and I'm not saying you got to put a potato in your butt, but if you clog up that tailpipe, that car will cut off eventually. Uh, What do you think, John Caesar? Are you eating tacos or working again? You can't speak with us? Uh, all right, then. I long to be close to you. With raw meat, you can use wrist wraps, squat, bench, and deadlifts. You sure can. And for some of you guys who are having grip problems, you can always put on a set of tight wrist wraps because you see what happens when you put something tight on your wrist. It closes your hand up. It will actually help with your grip as long as you don't put them on like 3 minutes before you pull. Yes, good to know. And like we talked about today, the USAPL is allowing those ends or knee sleeves with the Velcro on the side of them now. There you go. You can get them things tight like knee wraps. Mm-hmm. Notice I'm starting to get a little elbow upper forearm discomfort during skull crushers. Is that tendonitis arising? That's exactly what that is. So let's drop the skull crushers. I'm gonna get your routine out to you tomorrow, young David. Send me an email reminding me not to put skull crushers in it, okay? And you're not low bar squatting. Yeah, just send me an email reminding me, and so when I put it together tomorrow, I won't put them in there. I will if I'm retarded, and I am retarded, and I will put it in there. So if you'll send me an email, I won't put it in there like that. Thanks for paying me, Matt. Can you repeat what you told Matt about the hook grip and thumbs? I sure can. Um, I don't remember what I told him, and actually I was showing the Dr. Enlow about the hook grip today at the gym. The biggest thing is if you're trying to deaden your thumbs up, just do some double overhand static holds using the hook grip. Start with 225 and just hold it for as long as you can. Set it down, do it again, and then each week build up. Put another quarter plate on there like that. Whatever you start out, and all your warm ups with a hook grip, and also any singles you're doing or speed work you're doing, use your hook grip, and eventually you'll get used to it. I mean, it never completely quit sucking. It hadn't for me. But now, for you guys who are just getting into deadlifting and getting in some decent numbers, now's the time to learn how to do it instead of waiting until you're 700 puller. I was talking with Chris the other day, and he's having some wrist problems, Kabuki, and he's switching over. But here's an 800 deadlifter who's just now switching over, so it's going to take him longer to get acclimated to it. He messed with it for a few weeks and quit messing with it, but he's still having some grip problems. I mean, he doubled 775 a couple of weeks ago on deadlifting. How strong is that? And then but he was having trouble holding 725. I mean, he had to use his straps for a 775. So there's a legitimate, 8 1/4, 850 puller waiting to happen if he can get his grip problems ironed out. Not that bad. I mean, it sucks. I ain't gonna lie, it sucks. But it really hurts on the first time you do it that day. So normally I can double overhand well into the fives, but usually about 405 or somewhere in that neighborhood, I'll go ahead and start using my hook grip on my warm ups. And the first one's the only one that hurts. After that, they're kind of deadened up and they feel, just kind of numb. But then after you pull 4 or 5 singles or whatever, they start screaming. And that's when you get stuff like that happening and the bruising and the thumbnails bleeding on the backside and stuff. But it'll be all right. I won't steer you guys in the wrong direction intentionally. All right, guys, I'm gonna start the show over because I ran over a couple times today. But let me start the show over. I know it's not free, but it's very reasonable. If you got $1 a day, you can hire me. The link's at the bottom of the page down there somewhere. John Pender's Training Services. Also, if you want abs like that, you got a couple different options here, guys. You can buy this book, read it, and do what the book says. You can hire me. I use some of these principles in some of my diet, some of them I don't. It'll be all right, though. The link's at the bottom of the page down there somewhere. Also, Ed was good enough to put together some of Wesley's best posts from over the years. So there's some funny stuff in there, some good stuff in there as well. Coming up on Wesley's 1-year anniversary. So he's at the big gym in the sky. I'm sure he's dragging that sled around up there, making some noise. So anyway, we'll do a little something special on the board celebrating his 1 year. Celebrate his life. We'll not be celebrating his passing, but we celebrate his life and his accomplishments and all the people he helped. So we'll do something over special for him. And He's a good friend and a passionate trainer. He loved what he was doing. I tell you guys something too. Um, After I didn't realize how much that guy did. Once I ended up taking the board over and having the clientele like he does now, that guy had his hands full, and I respect him even more now than I did then because I didn't realize how time consuming this job is. Guys, this is 24/7, man. I mean, I got clients, from South Carolina to Australia and China and Mexico and New Zealand. I mean, you name it, they're there, and it's all different time zones, and we do the best we can with it. I do the best I can with it, and try and stay in touch with everybody. But it's time consuming and trying to be active on the board. I've been a little slack this week on the board because I've just been extremely busy with my clients. So if you don't see me posting, a lot, I'm on the board a lot, but I don't always post. I don't have time to read. And hats off to the mods we got in place now, Alex and Jason, Matt. All you guys on the board, to the mods. You guys are doing a great job keeping the board clean and swept up, all the garbage over there and curves and stuff. So you're doing a great job. Props to you guys. Without you guys, the board wouldn't be possible. Without the members, the board wouldn't be possible. I love all you guys. Great board. It's the best board on the web, bar none. And I've been on a lot of boards, trust me, guys. And this is by far the best board I've ever been on. So everybody's real respectful for the most part, and great information, and the staff's second to none. With that, we're going to move on. All right. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, I'll try, man. Hey, look, I love helping. I love helping people. And to be honest with you, for every guy helping the board, I've already got two guys I'm helping for free, either on the board or another board I go on, or at the gym, different stuff. So, tell you what, though, I had a great workout today. I did. What did I did? I did rotator work, heavy rope circuit. Did some flat pause Nautilus plate loaded bench pressing. 2 sets of 12, did some slide incline dumbbell flies, did some low pulley cable flies, did some honey badgers, did a bunch of band stuff, face pulls, upright rows, tri extensions, curls, did some dumbbell curls. I was all swole up. And then me and Dr. Enlow had a pose down after we got done. We pulled our shirts off and did a pose down in the mirror. He's pretty jacked too, my chiropractor. And David, the guy who owns the gym's jacked. He's down about 5% body fat right now. He's about 5'8", about 210 right now. He looks really good. He's jacked. I'm walking around my little tubby 8 or 9% right now. So I still look all right. Got my ass popping out, looking pretty good. So as long as I flex them. They ain't showing if I don't flex. So anyway. With that being said, what you guys got for me, man? Be alert. Be live. Be free. I'm going to Starbucks after the show tonight. It's a red cup, dog. Green tea, red cup. Actually, there's no tea in it's water tonight because I drank all the tea earlier and I ain't had time to make some more. I was too busy playing solitaire. Taking tomorrow off in the gym and going to pull some dead Saturday. One guy that trains in my gym, he's a little older than me. He's in his 56 or 57. He's doing the meet here at the beach in November. And he trained up in Columbus. That's where he's from originally. So he's trained with those guys up there. His name's Bob. He's a very nice fellow, and he's helped a lot of young teenagers and high schoolers get them involved in powerlifting stuff. He has a passion for the sport. So hopefully I get trained with him a little bit before the meet, especially since we work out the same gym and doing the same meet. But we're on different schedules. But he's a nice guy. Let's take a poll on my next training routine. All right. How long before your next meet there, Randall Jason Henderson? Don't know, do you? Okay. Well, you need to bring your ass to Myrtle Beach November 5th. What you need to do. All you guys need to come. Look, I went to Gatlinburg. Y'all can come here and do a meet. There's an airport right down the road here. Come on in and rent you a car. Beach is beautiful in November. We can all walk our fat butts out there holding hands and singing Kumbaya before we go to the meet. You got to look at your schedule, see if it's doable. Here, let me look at my schedule. I can do it too, man. Plus, I live 5 minutes from where it's going to be at. I know we're all so busy. Justin's laughing because he's coming down too. He's going to come down and be like the ring girls. He's gonna walk around between the lifts, temp one and temp two, and his little his high heels and his little fishnets. Oh, yeah, bring it on, dog. I'm game for whatever you want to see. Well, hey, Windows 7 was out when I bought this laptop. I mean, Vista was the heat back in '09. Yeah, you can come down and do whatever you want with my laptop. This thing actually runs better today than it did yesterday too. So something you took off of it last night was bogging me down. I used to run NT as well. Yep, sure did. Matthew, don't be so mean. Uh, anyway, yeah, I know. Honesty is the best policy, unless you're trying to get away with something, of course. Did I mention they got rum raisin ice cream over here at the Christ Ice Cream Shop? And all you can eat sushi bar, the same owners that own the one in Myrtle Beach are opening one up about 5 minutes from my house. It's supposed to be open this weekend. So I will be walking out there with a belly full of soy sauce, fish, and rice. What sounds nasty, Jason? What? I was a little gotten away with. The guy gave me a sample last night, and it tasted like it had liquor in it. So whatever. It was actually pretty good. The more I ate of it, the more I wanted. So anyway, Christina wouldn't eat any of it. Neither one of us drank. So anyway, uh, but I enjoyed it. I like weird stuff. Where's what from? The ice cream? Blue, blue, blue bunny or something like that. I don't know. Might be Omaha, Nebraska. I don't know where it's from. Blue Bell, Blue Bunny. Well, this is Blue Bell, but there is a Blue Bunny as well. It is Blue Bell. And that ice cream shop used to have Blue Bell and Blue Bunny. But the other guy, let me tell you a little story about the ice cream shop since we're talking about weightlifting. I tried to buy that from that guy because it's right. I mean, it's like a 2 minute walk from my condo, and there's a big office, and I was going to move my office over there. So the guy that owned it had a little bit of a drinking problem. So I offered him 25 grand for the place. It was just for the business. He rents the building. He turned me down twice. He wanted 60. He ended up losing the place anyway. So the lady who got it for free. She didn't have to buy the business or nothing. And there we go. Nebraska is where all the good comes from. I know. I thought actually Wyoming. Wyoming is the center of the universe. Hmm. Well, you didn't get it either, did you, wise guy? uh, yeah, he bought it for like 38 grand. I actually talked. For you guys didn't know I'm a real estate broker, but I actually talked to the listing agent, and he said the guy wanted 60 for it, but he's never going to get it. Uh, I didn't want to do business with the guy anyway. To be honest with you, so I would have gave him 25. I could have wrote him a check for 25,000, moved my office over there, but and Tula, Kentucky, it's the capital of the United States. All right, then. Well, Wyoming is the center of the universe, so there you go. Myrtle Beach is the vacation capital of the world. 500,000 tourists a year. I mean, a week come through here in the summertime. It's crazy here. They're like a bunch of honey badgers. They can't drive. They got Pennsylvania license plates, Ohio, Quebec, you name it. They're from everywhere, and they can't none of them drive. There's wrecks down here every day. I saw a wreck today where a lady, a 16-year-old blonde girl, ran into the back of a golf cart. Because why? Because you can drive golf carts down here on the roads. You can drive golf carts down here. There was a loaded with golf carts, and the girl ran into the back of her, pushed her into a telephone pole. And none of them live here. Uh, all right, then. Yeah. Don't know if you saw above, but the advice you gave me about picking my elbows up on face pulls really got my form spot. No, finally, spot on. Finally, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I just had Dr. Enlow was doing them wrong today too. I had to teach him how to do them. So it's not necessarily doing them wrong. I just want you guys doing them correctly. How about that? Did you used to live in Florida, John? I did. That's what Mike thought. Anyways, I think he's been stalking. Yeah, I used to live in North Miami. But last time I saw him, we were in Daytona Beach. That might be why he thought I lived in Florida. No, but he knows me and Kyle live in North Carolina. Well, I don't anymore, but Kyle still does. So that's cool. Yeah, the last place I saw him was in Daytona, so that might be why. Show him my picture. He'll remember me. I'm sure he remembers me anyway, but just show him my picture. Last time I saw him, last time I saw him was at the APF Nationals in I don't even remember what year it was. We did the APF Nationals in 05, 06, and 07. I saw him at some of the WPO events too up in Columbus, Ohio. uh, you don't think you'd understand what my English? Oh, yeah. He used to sell sports drinks for a living. He'll understand the love you and I have for each other, Matthew. And just remind him next time you see him that me and Kyle Robertson were training partners, and he'll definitely remember then. He knows. I mean, he already knows me, but it's fine. All right, guys, what y'all got going on, man? There's Tristan. Tristan already bragged on you, dog. Man, when you squat, do you want to push your knees out? Well, you don't want your knees bucking in. Uh, I know the West Side guys talk about spreading the floor. I never was comfortable with that concept, but yeah, just push your knees out when you're squatting. Just don't let them buckle in. Yep, my boy Tristan just walked a couple weeks ago. Goes in the gym, missed a 315 deadlift. He didn't let it get him down. We spent a few weeks doing, some high rep stuff, a little speed work. He went back in the gym today, 315, and whatever, 355. Busted out a 40-pound PR. Incredible, man. Big props, man. Big props. Yeah, I mean, 40-pound PR, dog. That's stout, man. 40 pounds. 40 pounds. 40 pounds. That's what I'm talking about. That's a huge PR. 40 pounds. Yeah. David said, "How old were you, and how much did you weigh when you first benched 315 and deadlift forward?" I think I had just gotten the training wheels off my bicycle and was potty trained about when it was. I don't remember, dude. Yeah, Tristan, dude, you're on your way to 405 this year. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You will pull 405 by the end of the year. If not by Christmas, by New Year's Day. Yeah, you're all over it right now, dude. Um, my first 315 bench and first 495 deadlift raw. I don't remember. I really don't remember. Mm-hmm. I didn't lift weights. I lifted for several years and then got out of lifting and got into actually did some competitive barefoot water skiing. Believe it or not, I was about 220 pounds back then. Did some competitive slaloms, water skiing, and got some competitive racquetball going for a while. Got out of the gym, didn't lift. Justin, it's possible, dude. I mean, seriously. I mean, if that's something that's really really important to you, we'll have to kind of gear your training toward get if that's what your goal is. We'll do some rep ways and set ways and start mixing your stuff up if that's really what your goal is. I'm all for it if you are, man. If you miss it, it won't be because I didn't help you. So if that's a goal of yours, I think we can get it done. I think we can get it done. We'll see. Uh, no, to do seriously, man. What'd you pull? 285 for sets of five the other day on deficits, Justin? Is that what it was? Yeah. So you went from 135 3 months ago to pulling 285 for two sets of five on deficits. 285 for a set of five is about like pulling 320 or 325 for a single, and then you take away the deficit, you put you up around a 335, 345 deadlift if everything translated or equivalently. So we're looking at putting another 60 or 70 pounds on your deadlift in the next 5 months. It's possible. It's very possible. If you don't do it this year, you'll definitely do it sometime early next year. Yeah, the Pop-Tarts and you guys need to get some moccasins. Uh, Matt's still at 405. Not bad. Not bad at all, my friend. Anybody pulling 4 plates has got it going on. Uh, I think this Saturday I'm going to go pull some more singles. I think I'm going to put 645 on the bar and pull me about 3 or 4 singles. See how I feel this week. I didn't get to pull last week. I couldn't because of the stitches. I want to get my stitches out, and they wouldn't take them out because I'd split the thing open, and I had doctor's orders not to lift weights Saturday because I lifted weights the Saturday after I got the stitches in on Friday, and it split it back open. So hard. Someone asked on the board today about working out after you get tattooed. Back when I was getting a lot of my tats, I was still doing a few years ago. I was doing a lot of jujitsu and stuff. I'd be in there rolling the next day, man. Put the rash guard on, have at it, and then even when I was lifting and stuff, when I get tatted, I'd lift the next day. As long as the bar ain't rubbing directly, I'll let you be all right. I'm gonna shoot for 450. My meet in November. Sky's the limit with you guys, man. And I'm glad you guys are leaning towards the deadlift. I mean, that's the last lift of the day. Whether you're doing full power, push pull, so that's where the meets where the meets are won and lost right there on the deadlift. Man, that second and third attempt deadlift tells a story. Tells a big old story. 315 is R1, and now my mind's fixated on 405 G's. Yeah, get used to it, Justin. All you guys, if you don't get injured, you're going to pull 315, 405, 495, 585. I mean, there's no reason why you guys can't be 600 and 700 pound deadlifters, seriously. Especially most of you guys are in your 20s, 30s, you know what I'm saying? You don't even reach your strength potential till you're in your mid to late 40s, to be honest with you. And I used to work out with an older guy. I seen him when he was in his early 60s back out with 405 Olympic style squats and hit it for a set of 20 with 405. And he was 62 or 63 years old when he did that. And I'm talking about his ass was dragging the floor too. They were Olympic style squats. He was an Olympic lifter. No belt, nothing. Just backed it out. A couple warm up sets, backed it out, hit 405 for a set of 20. Incredible. You guys are all gonna hit some big deads, big benches and big squats. I mean, you keep training, man. That's where you're headed. As long as you don't get injured and you keep training, and when you do get injured, train around your injuries, you'll be fine. That's why you guys pay me $1 a day. Learn from my mistakes. I've made all of them you can make. Let me start the show over again, guys. Uno momento, mi amigos. This is posters from over the years. Links at the bottom of the page, and this is available on ebook too for a couple bucks. Wesley Severus. There's my boy Wesley right there. He's dragging a sled somewhere up there right now. Iron Axe Way of Change. I mean, that was the other book. Ta-da. This is Iron Axe Principles of Fat Loss. Great book. Lots of good information on nutrition and supplementation. A little bit of conditioning stuff in there as well. Get the book. I'm available for online training. No, it's not free, but it's very reasonable. If you got about $1 a day, you can hire me. That's right, you can hire me. Or you can go to the drive-thru at McDonald's. Either one of them. Or do both. How about that? Anyway, with that being said, we're rolling right along here. Can I sub in board presses for pen presses? There is less play in my shoulders with the boards and feel safer. Yeah, if you got someone to hold the boards for you and give you a handoff, Matthew. I mean, it's kind of hard to do board presses by yourself, dog. You don't need to, seriously, because it's more of a pitch and catch movement, and you got to have a spotter. Unless you're gonna do them in the power. You just need someone to hand off to. You need, yeah, yes and no. So get Michael to hold the boards for you and Sean to hand off to you. How about that? Like you say, John, no excuses. No exercise changes the physique like the deadlift has been working for me. Yeah, you look great too, Leon. How about that, Leon? I got it right, man. Every time I think about New York City and Leon, you guys remember that movie Dog Day Afternoon with Al Pacino? You remember who Leon is in that movie? Y'all remember who Leon is in that movie Dog Day Afternoon? All right. I know you do. Especially Justin, some of you guys that live up there. That was a great movie, by the way. Yeah, that's a great movie. Came out in the early 70s. So you guys don't remember who Leon is, look it up. Jason Randall Henderson, you need to watch it, man. Great movie. He asks they're robbing a bank and it goes awry, and Al Pacino asks his partner in crime, they're gonna get a plane and they're gonna fly. He said, what country do you want to go to? If you can go anywhere in the world, he said he want to go to Wyoming. Anyway, you guys need to find out who Leon is and get back to me. I think you'll find it humorous. Can you explain how Big Dead helps your bench strong back for stabilizing more weight? The movie's called Dog Day Afternoon. Al Pacino, probably 72, 73, somewhere in there. All right, that's a great question. How does a deadlift help your? Look, I've seen guys benches go up, not even benching. The deadlift hits about 85% of the muscle group, and the thing about it is your body gets acclimated to having that extra weight in your hand. Let's just talk about a neurological standpoint first. And I don't even know how to spell any of those words, but I can say them. The fact that your body gets accustomed to having more weight in your hands than you normally would on a bench. Let's say you're stuck at 225 on your bench and you're pulling 405, 455. If your deadlift goes up to 495, your bench is going up whether you bench or not. It's crazy. I don't even know how to explain all of it. Plus, two, it gives you a bigger, thicker back, which shortens the range of motion. And plus, two, if you're doing a competition-style bench, you incorporate a lot of lats out of the hole. And that's something else, too. I had one of the guys I trained came by the gym Monday, and I had him benching 10 pounds below his PR when I showed him a competition bench, which is jacking it off your chest and throwing it back towards the rack, the pitch and catch style. And he was moving that so fast, it was surprising. He was flying back so fast, it was hitting the rack. And I mean, that was only 10 pounds below his PR. And he was smoking it every time he did it. Takes a little getting used to, but that's one good thing about you guys. You need to come to Myrtle Beach sometime and let me work with you one-on-one. I mean, I know a little bit about benching and squatting, too. I ain't just a deadlifter. And I've hit some pretty big numbers in all three lifts back in the day. I trained with some of the top lifters in the world, too. So I stole a lot of knowledge from them guys and learned a lot along the way, too. I mean, I've got a 675 bench to my credit in the shirt and a 455 Paul's raw bench. Not huge, but we didn't train raw bench that much either. So, but I'll take it. Can't bench 455 right now because these old man's shoulders won't let me. But anyway, guys, the deadlift will definitely help your bench. It gives you a bigger, thicker, stronger back, shortens the range of motion, and plus lats. You use a lot of lats coming out of the hole in bench press if you bench competition style. So with that being said, that's all the way around the bases. That's a home run. There you go. Leon, do you know who Leon is in that movie? I know Justin's looking it up on his computer because he can't stand it. Leon, do you know who Leon is in that movie? Oh, you guys, there's you guys' assignment for we meet again next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Everybody's got to watch Dog Day Afternoon with Al Pacino. That's a funny ass movie. It's pretty sad, but it's a great movie too. It's got Lance Hendrickson in it and a couple guys from The Godfather, so it's a pretty funny movie. Ta-da! And I think it took place in Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken, Leon. I haven't seen John Q. I have some nerve issues in my right arm that affect my grip. Would you recommend a chiro or some deep tissue work? If you got some numbness and tingling, you've got an impingement. So I would start with a chiro and make sure he's a good one because there's some duds out there, just like there's dud lawyers, dud doctors, dud chiros, dud trainers. So I would start with a good chiro though, and see what he recommends. They're probably gonna do an X-ray too and see what's going on. It did by my old apartment. Good movie. Definitely watch it. Actually, left arm. I see all those curls you did, dog. So you got imbalanced. So yeah, that and not taking enough dumps. That's why you got nerve problems. So anyway, yeah, just go. Yeah, I get a chiropractor, get some adjustments and stuff, see what's going on. All self-inflicted. The lack of poop done messed you up. That's right. ART. There you go. Leon said it first. ART, baby. Go get it done. Get her done, Bo. Ain't that something? Oh man. Mhm. We had a big show today. We had about 12 guys on the show today. One of the bigger shows we've had since we've gone private. Do you feel ART is worth the 40 per session? I'll be honest with you guys, I've not had ART. I had something. I've had a chiro work on me and say that's what he was doing. But as far as going to AR speech specialist, I never have. But there's Leon, a man in Brooklyn, a man in touch with reality. There he is, pumping it up, giving a hell yeah dog. Now, it's one of the chiros I used to see back home did some stuff like that. It sucks to get it done, but I had some elbow and shoulder problems and stuff too. I also had a pinched nerve in my right by my right shoulder blade that operated my right tricep, and my right tricep quit working and completely atrophied. It took about 5 or 6 months to heal up. That was a pain in the. There you go. Word. Bird is the word. Bird is the bird. Burp, 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 burp. There you go. Well, we know how much good your current chiro is doing you, David. uh, it's the same one you were going to before. Yes, basically it's making it worse. Oh, ah, I am getting that old Starbucks feeling again. 4 shots on the rock, a little splash of half and half. Yeah, freedom has a price, I guess. Sometimes the cheapest route is not the best. Would visit a free hooker. McDonald's is a great example. I would right now, yes. Would you? I gotta get a picture of that one. Hold on a second. There it is, guys. Can you see that? I know. John, how much carb do you take in by 11 a.m. usually? I usually don't start eating about lunchtime. I usually get up about 8 or 9 in the morning. I usually don't eat about lunch. Usually my first meal of the day is yogurt, cottage cheese, milled flaxseed, and blueberries because I'm too lazy to cook. That's about 600 calories. Today I had that, and then after that I cooked about a little over a pound of steak with the diced tomatoes, olive oil, chopped onions, garlic, balsamic vinegar, and a piece of Ezekiel bread. That was a big meal. That was about 1,000 calories. And then before I went to the gym, I had a peanut butter and sandwich on Ezekiel bread with soy milk. Then when I got home from the gym, I had a peanut butter and banana sandwich with apple butter on it and a glass of soy milk. I leave here, I'm going to Starbucks. Ain't no telling what's going to happen there. Uh, not a big McDonald's guy, Matthew. John was responsible for McDonald's stock going up since he puts guys on cheat day. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Donnie, my Lisbon partner, he loves McDonald's, man, and he owns the best restaurant here at the beach for seafood. And it's a hole in the wall restaurant. It's real low key. I mean, everyone walks in shorts and flip flops. I mean, but the seafood's fresh. They get their fish in and they fillet it and skin it and all that good stuff themselves. So it's fresh. But he goes to McDonald's. He loves McDonald's. If I don't have many carbs in the morning, the energy level is terrible. Yeah, I don't. I forget how many carbs. Sometimes I put some cashew lean in my concoction in the morning, but it's usually about 50 carbs or so, 50 or 60 carbs my first meal. let's see, it's probably 30 grams of fat. That's 270 and 50 is 470. That's about right. Probably about 50 grams carb for first meal. If I put the blueberries in the kashi, it might be 60 or 70. Yeah, the apple butter from Walmart has no nutritional value. That's right. It's applesauce, dog. There ain't nothing in it. We were up in Gatlinburg, there's a place up there, some place that specializes in apple butter, and we got a jug of it. That thing was gone about a week after we got home, but I love me some apple butter. Yeah, hey, for you guys that want something sweet on your sandwiches and steaks and chicken or whatever, get some apple butter. It goes good on anything. You put apple butter on a tennis shoe and a license plate and eat it at the same time. It's good. You guys think of new hairdo there. Ah, the apple butter, I just eat it for taste. No, there's nothing in it. It's just something to flavor stuff up. All your symptoms. No, no, that's normal. Some guys need carbs first thing. There's two honey badgers. So ashamed. I have naked young men wandering around in my house. You guys go put your clothes on. Quit playing each other. Hey, seriously, go on. Go on. Actually, the cute one, uh, Chase, he went deadlift with me 2 weeks ago for the first time. He weighs 80 pounds. He pulled 115 for a double overhand with no chalk, no belt. So that was his PR because it's the first time he ever deadlifted. Full conventional stance and actually looked pretty good doing it. 115 at 80 pounds for a double first time he did. I think he had 125 in it if we'd have pushed it. So not bad, not bad at all. See what you bred. uh, oh boy, Christina pulled some dads with me a couple weeks ago too. How much did you pull, baby? You remember? Like 155 or something? Oh, she did reverse hypers too. She did them with 4 plates, 180 pounds. Yeah, she did reverse hypers too. It's fun to watch. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, she's a stud, man. She doesn't work out, but when she does go to the gym and stuff, she just blows me away with how strong she is. I guess she's used to bench pressing me. So. That's cool as shit. Tell her I said that. Yeah, that's cool as shit. Matthew said that. uh, anything for you, Matt. Now that you got your poop on a regular basis, sky's the limit, dog. The world is at your feet. The world is your playground. There is no stopping you now. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. I kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights feeling sorry for myself. I grew strong. I learned how to get along. So now go. Walk out the door. Turn around. I don't want to see you anymore. That's enough of that. Yeah, I know. I actually know all the words of that song, even though I messed them up. Oh my God. I will survive as long as I know how to love. I know I'll be alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Oh, I like Cake's version better though. Now I'm pooping real good, and there is less chance of colon cancer. I will survive. That's right. That's gonna be the national colon cancer theme song. I will survive. Should change completely to load at the bottom of the list. Um, well, we used to hook our. Mine never did because we didn't have the length to drop the chains all the way to the floor. But we had about 165 pounds of chains. Like when we squatted, we run the chains all the way up to the bar. So we were probably getting about a 50% deload on squats and bench press, and on deadlifts, they're on the floor. So yeah, but it's a The only thing with getting 100% deload on them is that you got that long link of chain, and the chains are so bunched up down there. By the time they come off the floor, it's just one big wad. I didn't like doing them like that. I like the way we did them better. So, but it's totally up to you, man. Like I said, if you get a complete deload, the chains are so short when they finally do come off the floor. It's just like it hits you all at once. The way we did it, it's a gradual thing. So that video where I'm pulling 635 and 165 pounds in chains, that's on the internet somewhere. That's how we pretty much set our chains up. And I got some videos of me squatting with chains, and I probably got some of us benching with chains somewhere. Yes, Matthew, chains are good for lockout and CNS recruitment. I'll tell you, hey, you guys want to do something brutal? Do suspended band benching. That's where you take the plates and run a band through them and then put them over the bar so they dangle and flop all around. I got a video of Kyle doing a set of 5 with 365, and then things are all over the place. You're talking about some stability work on your shoulders. It really works well. Someone send me an email or remind me, or a PM at the board, remind me to post that link up. That's a great link, and I can't remember if it's on my YouTube channel or my Google channel. I got them on one of there, but that's a crazy lift. There you go. They got it from us. We're trendsetters. So. I know. Yeah, let me know how it goes. Let me start with silver, guy. Hold on just one second. Our foundation out there. Iron principles of fat loss. Links at the bottom of the page down there. Iron X way of change. I just got tired. You see that? Wes's Best's has posted this from over the years that Ed put together for him. Links at the bottom of the page. That one's on ebook as well. I have available for online training. No, it's not free, but it's very reasonable. If you got $1 a day, you can hire me. I don't mind. But don't call me up and trying to cut a deal on them when I agree to it. So you got to think about it. That irritates the pee out of me. So, anyway. All right, then. I think 195. Yeah. Hey, someone actually remembered the guy's name. I never spoke with him. He was kind of around when I took my 2-year vacation from the boards. So on the boards from like 08 to 010. I was board free for a couple of years there. Oh man, well it's no secret. I had some really bad anxiety issues back in 07 and 08. And I'd share it with anybody that wants to know. And I finally had to get some psychiatric help, the real kind. And they put me on some meds, and it took about 4 or 5 weeks for the meds to kick in. But I was stubborn. It took me like a year to finally go get some help. And yeah, I had anxiety 24/7, coupled with panic attacks, guys. I mean, I got where I was afraid to leave the house. So I just between that and trying to work in, work out, and I was training a lot of martial arts back then. I just couldn't do everything, man. And plus, I was working like 70 hours a week on top of all that. So I just took a break, man. Just got away from the board for a couple of years, and I came back and actually came back last spring of 2010, and came back to Iron Addicts and spoke with Wes, and he made me a mod again. So there I was, and came back and been back ever since. But just needed a break, and it wasn't nothing against the board or anybody on the internet. I was just had some personal stuff going on I need to handle. Matthew says anxiety sucks big balls. The best thing to do is just go get some help. It will help in all areas of your life, in my opinion. Smiley face, yeah. Well, I've never sucked big balls, so I don't know what that feels like. But anyway, it does suck big balls. So I'll tell you what, guy, I just started out with me a little nervousness here and there, and within a year I was having it 24/7, and then the panic attacks on top of it. I mean, seriously, dude, it's terrifying. And I've got several clients that suffer with it as well. And I guess one reason why I had it and was able to overcome it, so I can share with you guys what I did about it. There you go. In order to keep what I got to give it away. So anyway, my serotonin levels is what caused mine, Justin. And I've actually got a little clip on my YouTube channel about serotonin uptake, and that's what caused mine. Old man levels got jacked out of shape. So they put me on Klonopin to start with, which was just masking the problem. I could eat 2 Klonopin and go drink an espresso, and I felt okay for about an hour. But I can't live the rest of my life drinking espressos. Well, yes, I can, but not eating Klonopin. So I went back and they put me on a drug called Lexapro, which actually worked very well. It took about 4 or 5 weeks to kick in, and once it kicked in, I've been anxiety-free since '08. So there you go. Ain't that something? And I stayed on the meds for about a year and then weaned myself off over about an 8-week period. So I had any problem with it since. But that's real good. That's real good. Gooder than real. That's real good. Oh man, I got the itch to get some more ink work done. Summertime, so I got to wait till the weather cools off. People swear around me. People around me swear that once I started drinking green tea, I'm more calm. I wonder if that actually has a connection. It may. They told me not to drink caffeine and stuff when I was having my anxiety, but it seems like I could drink me about 4 shots espresso, and then I don't know what it did. It stabilized me, and I posted that on some forum somewhere, and one of the guys came on and gave me a scientific explanation why the caffeine actually helped me with my anxiety. So it's true. Thank you, Matthew. We all need some dopamine in our pathways, that's for sure. I love dopamine in my pathways. That's why I used to misbehave really bad. So, um, so you got any of those Dirty Karma shirts, John? Amos, famous Amos, uh, 13-2 is a fighter here at the beach. It's supposed to be getting 60 ones in that are pink of the same bamboo stretchy material any day now. I saw him a few weeks ago, and he said about 3 weeks. So, and we're gonna make them available on IronX.com. If you go to the Dirty Karma website, these shirts are about $38 or $39 a piece. He's gonna sell them for about 20 or 25 plus shipping. So they're not cheap shirts. And we've had several people, I can get them and get some made or whatever, and offer them up. But they're expensive shirts, and I hate to get a bunch of them made. You know what I mean? And then you get stuck with them. I mean, I don't think we quite broke even on the shirts at IronX, the shirts we furnished there. So we still got a few of them left, but I think they're pretty much gone. If you guys want some, get it with Ed or whatever. Um, but anyway, we'll have some of these. The ones you don't have next are pink. I can get the gray, black, blue, or white, but this one here is like a rash guard. I really like it. So, and I get my shirts for free here at the beach. I get to eat for free, get free coffee at Starbucks, get a lot of free perks. I train a lot of people here. Free chiropractic care, free physical therapy. Anyway, sweat equity, that's what I call it. I seem to have a slight boost in energy when I drink that 1 gallon of green tea per day. Might have been mental though. Uh, will you get me one like the one you're wearing? Well, we'll have them made. I mean, he's out of them. You know what I'm saying? You can get them off the website, brother. They're about $38 or $40. Yeah, they got a full line of clothing, Justin. But they're high dollar. And I know the 3 guys that own it, they live here at the beach too. Yep, they'll do. Denny and Ryan are two of the guys. That's their clothing line. It's nice, some slick looking stuff, man. They came up with the logo and it's all kinds of it's fighting gear, man. Everybody when they go to the fights down here at the beach, everyone's wearing Dirty Karma. So anyway, and they sponsor several of the fighters down here too. If I cover all the costs for you, well, I'd have to get one made. Let's wait till the pink ones come out, man. It's going to be the same material. I think you look good in pink. So I'll talk to Amos about it. I mean, we've talked about it a couple of times, and he's kind of mulling around. You going to buy Matt a shirt, Justin? uh, and I thought it was just me and you, Matt. Now you running around on me with Justin buying your T-shirts and stuff. Next thing you'll be out there a dog day afternoon messing with Leon. So, yeah, I know he is. That's why I love him so much. He did remote access on my laptop last night. All right, then. I'll see what I can do about the shirts. I mean, you can definitely get them from Dirty Commerce, but they're expensive. So let me see what I can do. We talked about getting maybe 100 of them made up or something. These damn shirts are expensive. I mean, seriously, I think just the shirt without the printing on it's like $12 or $13. This material is badass though. It's I mean, if any of you guys ever wore rash guard or anything, it's that kind of material, stretchy. Fits my figure very well. You guys quit winking at each other, all right? You're playing footsies. All right, all right. We talked to Amos again. I'll see him this weekend somewhere. I'll give him a call and see what he wants to do. I've already asked him to see because he's sponsored by Dirty Commerce. See if he had any of the other ones, but he'd already sold or gave them all away. The gray, black. He's got white and blue too. The black ones are badass too. The white ones are badass too. And they're all three different materials. But this is by far, I like this material here. It's called bamboo or something. Well, first of all, you're not going to have to let Amos beat you up. You know, if you want to come down here and let him, dude, he would so own you. Seriously. He walks around about 170 at 6% body fat and fights at 145. Rim shot. That's about what it ended up being, a rim shot. You wake up looking like a rape victim with your shirt torn off and one sock on. He likes being bitten. That's foreplay for him. You don't want to put Donnie on your ass or Barry. Oh my God. Barry was 16-2 as a kickboxer. In the two fights he lost, he got disqualified. So I saw him at the gym today too. He's about 5'8" and weighs about 215. He's about 8% body fat. He's a beast, man. What a guy. He's the one guy at the beach everyone hates sparring with too. He's not right in the head. Nice guy, but he's just not all there. He's a good guy. Got a great group of guys down here at the gym. This is the best place I've ever lived as far as everyone being nice and hospitable and stuff and helping each other out. We've got a great community down here. So we joke around a lot with each other, but everybody loves everybody down here. And the tourists all leave about September, except for the golfers. Because Myrtle Beach is the golf capital of the world. We have more golf courses per capita here than anywhere. I live on a golf course. See, Alex F. Mac, he's going to wait to 5 minutes to go in the show when he's going to pop on here. He does it every week. Yeah, more millionaires in Nebraska. How many people retire and move to Myrtle Beach? Oh, I don't know, man. Myrtle Beach there's big money here, man. There's big money here. If you don't believe me, go down to one of the marinas and look at boats out there. This is ridiculous, man. A lot of the stars have houses down here and stuff. Vanna White and Tom Cruise. A lot of them got places here. So. And me, I got a place here. If I keep earning my $1 a day, one day I'll be a millionaire. Especially my stocks keep doing good. They don't have timeshares. They got enough money, they don't have to have a timeshare. But I did sell a lot of them. When you got that kind of money, you don't buy timeshares. You just buy properties all over the world. But if you want to travel like a rock star and you don't have a multi-million dollars, you can buy a timeshare. And if I won't sell you one, Christine will sell you one. I'm out of the business, but she's still in it. She's having the biggest month she's ever had this month. So she's doing so good. I'm so proud of her. It's my retirement plan, guys. So don't feel sorry for me. All right. All right, guys. Let's wrap this thing on up. Starbucks is calling my name. You got anything else for me? Me and my Dirty Karma shirt need some espresso. Johnny Danger. I love you. All right. Hey, anytime, man. I will survive. Congratulations, Leon. You will be physique verified next time I get on the board, as will Charlie Murphy. And you guys did a great job. Leon, your physique has noticeably changed since I've been around the board, so congrats and kudos to you, my man. Anyway, and Dan Henderson. Well, I don't know. If Fedor gets back to his old fighting style and gets his head right, I think his managers have messed him up a little bit. But he's a lot bigger than Dan. Of course, Dan, he fought Big Nog, and he's fought some big guys. And Dan's grappling is second to none. So I don't know. It's a toss-up. I thought Dan was going to take out Anderson Silva, but I was wrong. He looked like a boa constrictor got a hold of a hamster and squeezed his tongue out of his mouth. That was one of the nastiest chokes I've ever seen. Um, if I had to pick one, I'd go with Dan Henderson, but I won't be surprised either way. Uh, both those guys got knockout power. They both got incredible submissions. Fedor's been slipping a little bit. I never thought I'd say this, but he's looking at losing 3 fights in a row, and I mean he's his last fight he got beat up. His fight before that he got caught in a triangle, which I didn't think Fedor would ever get caught in a triangle. I mean he's a sambo guy. I mean that's their move. You know what I mean? But he got caught. Of course you get caught by one of the top grapplers in the world. There's no shame in it. But typically guys don't get that level of grapplers don't get caught in triangles. They usually step out of them before it gets that far. But he got caught. So I like Hendo in that one, but like I said, I won't be surprised either way. I don't know what's going on with Fedor. I just think his management company kind of messed him around, and by not letting him go in the UFC, and Dana being bullheaded too. I think the long break, and I think he just lost his edge a little bit. Yeah, but let's face it, guys. UFC and Pride are two different organizations. Look at the guys that have come over from Pride and UFC. For the most part, they've been getting their asses handed to them. I mean, the UFC is first of all, it's a cage instead of a ring, which changes things. I mean, you look at the top guys from Pride when they came to UFC, other than Anderson Silva, and he wasn't even one of the top guys in Pride. They just have not fared well. I mean, Rampage did okay, but and then I don't know. Fedor just had the long break, and coming from Pride just makes you wonder about I don't know. I really like what Chael Sonnen had to say about the Pride. He said it was all make believe or something. He was talking about the Nogueira brothers petting trying to give the bus carrots. I love that guy. All right, man, I gotta go. Let me save this one.